Hello, this is for the Alesis DM10 kit that is listed on eBay currently. Figured I'd do a little videos to explain to you why it's up for sale for one, and for two, what I've done to it without having to get into it through just the little bit of words that I can put in through the description on eBay. Bought this kit last year basically to have a drummer come over and perform some songs. We did about 6 tracks with the drums as they pretty much came out of the box. I had added a few more things, and I'll get to that in the description or in the video. Basically, I had bought them to have this drummer come over to get a live feel, more of a realistic feel. I'm very good with playing drums with my fingers, but and I'm not too shabby on playing drums myself. But to get the feel and what I actually wanted for the tracks, I basically had this drummer friend of mine, who will remain nameless for now, come over and do the tracks for me. He's very well known, so I really wanted that, and that's one of the reasons why I can't say his name. But he's very well known, out on tour right now, and I basically bought this kit to impress him to come over and record. So in the interim, I'd spent the money, and then I started looking at it when I got it, and I was like, oh my god, this isn't going to cut it, because it's got the 10-inch head, which is fine for snare, and then it all had the little 8-inch toms. I'm like, man, that's just not really cool. So I bought 2 extra 12-inch heads. There's one here and one here. So basically kind of use that as like a floor tom, and then this other one that you can't really see is right here. I got it set up actually with the drum that I'm using. It's kind of patched with a couple of different things in there, China, and then the rim has a hi-hat to it, and then the tom's mixed in with it, so excuse that. But anyway, there's another one here. You'll see it in the pictures as well. So I had expanded the kit, and then of course with the Mylar heads don't feel too great. So when the drummer came over, he's like, yeah, this is cool, this will work, but the mesh heads are probably way better. Obviously V drums are top of the line and very, very expensive, but when you want that same feel, that's really what they're about. And I've had both kits. I've had the V drum kit before with a band that I was in, and I had taken them apart to replace the heads, the little foam, module, or not modules, but the little foam pieces that are in there that connect to the piezo. They're all pretty much the same. There's not really much that you're going to tell me that's different, quality-wise, from these to the V drum kits, with the exception of the brain. The brain is obviously where it's all at, and a lot of times I'm not even using the brain, with the exception of running it through, my computer. Even GarageBand has a lot better sounds than most do. But anyway, that's another story. On back to this. So basically what I had done was, after we recorded those 6 songs, I ordered the conversion kit, put them on, got them at Christmas time for my wife, and put them on and loved them, thought they were great, and just tinkered around with it. I haven't even played it because obviously the kick drum was gone the whole time too, and I was using this little rubber padded, the old cheaper Alesis kit, I think DM6 or something like that, as a stand-in, and basically put them on at Christmas time, or probably a few weeks afterwards, and you probably hear the speakers are actually behind the camera, so it might be a little harder. You probably hear more of this than you are the drums. But cymbals. This one's not chokeable. This one is. And I mean, what an improvement these heads are. They're from 682 drums, and they're from overseas, and they do a fantastic job. Read reviews before I actually pulled the trigger and got them, or had my wife get them, and they really are phenomenal. I mean, the difference that it made just putting them on, and that's all I've done since I put them on, is just kind of tinkered with it just to hear it, and just jammed on it like a couple of times, but nothing really serious. had hardly any stick time to it, but just the it's incredible. I mean, you can actually get the sizzle. And the kick is so, I mean, it's so sensitive. I'm barely, and of course it's completely adjustable too, but that's it in a nutshell. I just wanted to kind of show this off. I'm not really a drummer to perform great feats on this thing, but just to get the point across, so you can hear how, you know, even that's out from the rim. So obviously you get that sensitivity all the way around. It's just and on that note, thanks for watching, and I hope that gives you a better explanation and understanding. And again, just so I can reiterate, the reason that I'm selling them is I'm actually moving. I'm in Maryland now, and I'm currently going to be moving to Nashville. And just basically, I've got no room to keep them here, and I'd have to box them up anyway to move. And once I move, it's just going to be a pain in the butt to kind of travel halfway across the country with them, and I've got to get them torn down because the house has to go on the market, and it's just basically one of those things where I'd rather get it out of my way and wait for the house to sell, and then possibly pick them up again and do the conversion. Now that I've been there, done that, and I know what to do with it, lesson learned, I can probably, you know, achieve the same thing without all the extra stuff. I actually got the extra 12 inches just to impress the guy, not to impress him so much, but just for ease. So it would be like, oh yeah, you're not having to play on these tiny little things, and it just looked better anyway. And you know, I spent the extra money, and you know, to me it was well worth it. The product is has paid off for me greatly, and I love it. And you know, it's kind of sad to get rid of them, but at the same time, I'm not really going to have the room for them until after I move, and who knows when after that. Life's going to get a little hectic. So that's it in a nutshell, and I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope it helped you make a better decision, and good luck in bidding, and I hope whoever wins them, you just know that you're going to be dealing with a very honest man. I hope you know, everything works out. The shipping, we're going to have to work something out with the shipping. It's going to have to be actual charges. I know these things are going to be a beast to deal with. So getting them shipped across the country, it's actually probably like a 5-foot box, 5 foot high if you stand it up, and maybe 18 inches deep by about maybe 3 feet wide. So it's a monster. But you know, plenty of shipping options out there. It should only be like maybe $200 or $300, if that. But we'll you know, hopefully be able to get them, get everything set up into you pretty cheap. But anyway, that is it in a nutshell. And of course, you know, the DM10 module is beautiful. It's got a lot of great sounds in it, a lot of great features, and you know, the rack comes with it as well. Everything is all included. Everything that you see here. The one kick drum, brand new. They're both brand new. They actually both just came from Alesis last week. Mylar head, never been touched at all. The other drums that come with it, I've got, which are in the picture, but another one with a mesh head and one left with a Mylar because I use the other mesh head for the kick drum instead of the tom. So anyway, but you could always switch it out, put it on the other kick drum or whatnot, and have 2 Mylar heads for toms and 2 Mylar heads for kicks or whatever. It's limitless. It's limitless what you can do with this. So anyway, that's it. Good luck, and look forward to selling you these things, and I hope you have plenty of enjoyment out of them.